Are we rolling? Hi, I'm Annie Howard, and this is why I'm going to be a nurse. I'm from Joplin, Missouri, and currently enrolled at Missouri Southern State University as a second semester nursing student. On the weekends, I also work at the local Freeman Hospital as a student assistant. So I think the number one burning question is why I've chosen this career. It's kind of funny, I never thought nursing would be in my path or anything in my future, but that all kind of changed back in July of 2018. My brother was involved in a work-related electrocution accident. He was an electrical lineman down in Houston, Texas, and he was soon to be graduated to a first-class lineman. But this kid, he loved his job, he loved to work hard, he loved arm wrestling, playing the guitar, singing. He just simply loved life, and he is honestly what embodied good in this entire Ross. He had horrific electrical injuries to over 60% of his body, including amputation of both his arms right above his elbows, and then even his right leg right above his knee. Overall, his internal and external injuries were far greater than what any of us could have imagined. So he actually did succumb to his injuries on the 11th, which is 2 days after the accident. And I just wanted to personally say thank you so much from the bottom of, I know, me and my family's heart. Thank you so much to the nurses, doctors, nurse techs, respiratory, officers, the flight team. I mean, the flight team in general, they got him to the hospital to where they could perform life-saving procedures to keep him alive so we could actually come say goodbye to him. I mean, they shut down an entire airport for my brother, which I think is amazing. And it makes all the difference, experiencing firsthand what quality nursing care looks like and what it means to the families. So I remember specifically, being in the room standing next to a nurse she was there most of the time that he was in the ICU, but I remember whenever he was getting ready to pass away, she had her arm around me, around my shoulder, and we were watching the monitors together, and you just watching his pressures kind of drop, and finally they kind of met each other, and I didn't know if he had passed yet, but she kind of squeezed my shoulder and gave me a look, and that was her way of without saying that he was gone. So I'll always remember that, and I really appreciate that from the nursing staff.
You never think this type of thing will happen to you or a loved one until it unfortunately does. I had to take this semester off of school to reset and to really think about what lasting mark I wanted to leave on this life. Without walking through this horrific experience, I wouldn't have the perspective or ability to know what it truly means to sit with a family in their pain and know how sacred that space is and how those moments last a lifetime. So I decided to become a nurse.
Being a nurse isn't your typical job. You're a little bit of everything from a caregiver, a friend, sometimes even a therapist. You're constantly advocating for that patient. If you have a patient that always watches Bonanza at 6 p.m. every night, then you find a way for them to watch Bonanza at 6 p.m. every single night. The impact I want to make on the healthcare world is constantly having that calling to serve each patient I cross paths with, no matter the situation. So I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to volunteer in the COVID units this summer at our hospital. And with that experience I have gained in my short time in nursing, I believe in 5-10 years I eventually want to become a legal nurse consultant to help families that might go through a similar situation that my own did. But before I get to that point, I really see myself working as an ER trauma nurse. Every day that I wake up is a chance for me to make a difference. So my brother's story inspires me to keep going even when the going gets tough. My parents motivate me to make every single day count, even on the bad days, and not to make excuses for yourself. So my mom and dad have both said it best. Remember who you are and what you represent, no matter where you go in life. And then every shift I put my scrubs on, that is what drives me, and that my presence will leave a lasting impact on my patients' lives forever. So without my past experiences, I wouldn't be the person I am today. I wouldn't be the nurse that I will be in the future. And I'll know to honor anyone and comes into my care. It doesn't get easier, you just get stronger.
What's that? You want to hear what I would do with the money if I won?
It would be such an amazing opportunity to put towards my nursing school now and for furthering my education in the future.